I have autism and I'm a professional touring singer-songwriter and youth speaker. Come with me to a youth speaking gig at Roosevelt Middle School in Minnesota. Warming up. And there's the keyboard. Oh, it's hidden somewhere in there. There it is. The first assembly went amazingly and it was such an honor to share my message with youth. That felt awesome. Off to the next one. The following assembly happened at another school campus about 20 minutes away. But I was a bit behind schedule and was in a major rush, so I couldn't film any behind-the-scenes footage from that. That one was a bit more chaotic. Kids were a little antsy, but it was still very fun. And now I'm getting the supplies at Hy-Vee. Nice lunch for me, breakfast accompaniment. Gotta get these because I was missing them. There's deodorant in there as well. And these for protein. And of course, I had to get this. I'd kicked off leg 3 of my tour super strong. A signature part of my brand is severely matching outfits. Well, unfortunately, I just spilled coffee all over my shorts and my shirt, so I put some stain remover that I just bought at Walgreens on it. So now I'm wearing this severely color-coordinated outfit. My Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism jersey that I wasn't even planning on wearing until next week. There are unpredictable surprises, and there are predictable surprises. This was a predictable surprise, and I problem solved. All of the practice and the preparation has paid off. It's one day later, I was able to move my schedule around for today to take a 2-hour nap. Now I'm off to head to my gig in Minneapolis at the same place I did this past March, which I absolutely adore, and it's going to be epic. Stay tuned for the next vlog to see how the gig goes. Let's go! I loved this venue and the vibe so much, and it was my second time playing there. Sadly, it's since closed, but I have core memories performing there for life. Also, my beloved dog of 16 years had also just passed away a couple weeks prior, so I brought my emotional support stuffed seal with me. The gig went fantastically, had a fantastic slice of peach cobbler a la mode, and then I drove 2.5 hours in the boonies with no street lights to Tomah, Wisconsin to spend the night. Woke up bright and early, exercised, and then fueled up to head down south 1 hour for my upcoming early afternoon gig in Madison, Wisconsin. The environment at the gig was absolutely beautiful. The people I met were so nice here. The performance was going great until... It started drizzling a little bit halfway through my set, so now we're moving inside. Piano should be in good shape. Covered it quickly. Moving inside was no problem, however. I felt nice and cozy. The food there was also fantastic. Thank you so much, Twisted Grounds in Madison, for having me. I look forward to returning. I then drove 3 hours south to Iowa City to spend the night before volunteering at a camp in Kansas City. And I couldn't believe I shopped at a Trader Joe's out here either. I'm a professional touring singer-songwriter with autism, and I'm here in Kansas City right in the middle of my tour... Toothpaste. To volunteer for the 4th time at Camp Encourage. I'm only here for 1 day this time, and I'm performing for the kids tonight. I'm super excited. We had a nice orientation meeting in the morning. And now I'm going to go visit my friend who I met here, who is now graduated from this camp, at the coffee shop that they work at. Let's go. Welcome to the vlog. So great to see my good friend Enigma. I almost said pal, but pal felt patronizing.
Either one works.
Either. Okay, that's good.
Coffee.
That's good. Yes.
Here in Kansas City, Missouri.
If you're ever in town, come by. Enigma's been a great barista, and we got some more great baristas, and great coffee. I really enjoyed my decaf Americano. Come on down. Made it back to the retreat center, excited to get started with volunteering. Camp Encourage serves youth with autism, and I always have the best time here. We did some fun, straightforward music therapy activities. Quarter notes, eighth notes, and I was vibing out to the wooden clave, and I felt great. I could just be myself. Granted, I was drenched in sweat by the time it ended. I then set up for my performance for the campers and had a blast. I felt like I was playing my first festival gig, like Bonnaroo. I then got covered in soap. Huge shout out to whoever came up with the idea of a dance party with giant soap bubble machines. It was legendary. After relaxing here, I hit some big challenges on the road, so stay tuned. I'm a professional touring singer-songwriter with autism, and I'm headed to Chicago today. I almost canceled this show a couple weeks ago because at the time I hadn't sold enough tickets. Also, there was a Cubs game 2 blocks away, and parking terrifies me. So we'll see how this goes. I have some friends and family friends that are coming over to this one. I'm getting over there way in advance so I can avoid as much traffic as I possibly can, and I'm feeling excited for the challenge. Started off the morning with a nice morning run, walking now to cool off to breakfast, laundry, feeling great. I got a system now for the absolutely comical amount of Hampton Inns that I've been staying at and will be staying at later this week. Tried to do laundry this morning as per my schedule. Ran the dryer twice, already making me run late. My clothes are still absolutely soaking wet after 2 dryer runs, so now I have to wear my quote-unquote last-minute shirt again. See one of my previous Minneapolis vlogs for context on the first time I had to wear this as a last resort. Had to make a big giant pile of completely soaked laundry in my car, dropping stuff off at a family friend's house just outside of Chicago where I'll be sleeping that night, and I'm gonna try to use the dryer there. Now for a 3.5-hour drive to this house, and then oh gosh knows how long the drive will take from there on the outskirts of Chicago to the city of Chicago, especially since there's a Cubs game tonight. Woo, wish me luck. I'm a pro touring singer-songwriter with autism, and I was worried about my Chicago show. Where my cursor is where the venue is. All the street parking nearby is permit only. Looked at all the street view area in the nearby area. So if I go to this parking lot, I might have to pay a lot of money, but I think I'm just gonna do it. I made the drive. Lollapalooza was also happening and Chapel Roan was on. Drove right by it and heard her performing one of her songs. I couldn't believe that this was what it looked like over that fence. After driving past Lollapalooza and an hour and 45 minutes worth of traffic from the Chicago suburbs to here and $60 parking, I finally made it to the venue and I'm feeling relieved, but I need to shake it off a little bit. This venue was so cool and I loved the atmosphere. There were Cubs fans everywhere too. And there's me and some other awesome artists on the schedule. I'm so honored. This gig is gonna be pretty good. I met the opener. Green room and a sound guy. This is legit. Do you guys ever want to drink all of the massive sugary, starchy stuff that goes into the sparkling water to make the sodas? Because I used to want to do that, and now I don't want to anymore. I'm getting sick thinking about it now. As exhausting as this ordeal was, the gig absolutely paid off. Thank you so much to everyone who came out. Boston up next. Stay tuned.